feels weird. Finn, I swear to, guys, I'm not gonna lie. If Finn didn't do this dungeon with me, but did the other dungeon, I would have screamed and cried. Team up. Oh. Are there 4 people? Bro, what is it? I have no idea what's going on. Okay, that's not important. Great, now I can't even remember my question. I don't know what my question was. Oh, Wizard 101. Guys, I really think Wizard 101 should do a prestige. I personally think the new world, they should just reset everything, okay? Guys, you have to go back. You have to, like, not even maybe gear, but you have to relearn all your spells or something. My Storm I just maxed last night. Oh. That's very exciting, and it kind of sounds like you're going to send a code with that, but also no stressors. Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. That's what I thought, Fishburger. If there's one thing Fishburger likes doing, it's showing us the Fishburger, okay, guys? And here's the thing. Who doesn't love a Krabby Patty, okay? Oh, okay, I like this fit. Wait, I'm going to be honest here. Fishburger, your stitches are kind of fire. 227, 35, 41... See, that's hilarious. That's hilarious that your stats are so much... I mean, they're not so much worse. Let me clarify here. I also didn't, like, look at your gear, but it's funny. I guess I could look at your gear. Yep. There's one socket. Okay, so you could hit essentially max damage. Okay, damn, that's still crazy. I need my Pierce jewels. Then it'll be... Okay, I see. Oh, okay, random ring. But guys, I really think they have to prestige in the new world. I think that's kind of what they have to do, because it's like, I don't like stats are just getting insane. And theoretically, guys, what they could do. And you know what's relevant, guys? I didn't even think about. You know what the issue is? The issue is Wizard 101 is experiencing there's a giant shift between the casual and the non-casual player, right? As the casual player gets, you know, they don't really worry about max gear. They're just kind of vibing, right? They have whatever gear they want. And the max player, right, gets the best gear. And not that, like, the best slot shouldn't always necessarily destroy the enemies. But the reality is usually what they're doing is they're raising the resistance of enemies, right? They're making the resistance of enemies higher to counteract that we have so much damage. They're adding damage caps, blah, blah, blah. But I think in my head, the issue with that is at some point, the casual players are just going to be so behind gear-wise that I just don't think it really adds up. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Because I know, like, Wizard 101 in my head, it's like, right? Obviously, most people who play the game are pretty serious about it. Why? Because most people who play this game are adults. But I feel like there's a little bit of an issue there that's going to come. I also think there's just general issue of, like, you know, how high do we make damage numbers go? Right? Let's say in the next 2 worlds, we have 300% damage. It's like at some point, outgoing damage kind of loses its meaning, which in some ways it's not like it has, but it's like, you know, it's a little ooga booga, which you also could say maybe they could just deflate stats to begin with, but then HP values are going up. I don't really know. I don't really know how to solve this. This is why I'm pro prestige. You just have everyone prestige. Okay, not a big deal, okay? New world, new vibe, new gear. New gear, you have to re-get your spells. Think about how, I mean, that could almost be fun. I personally think it could almost be fun in a little bit of ways. Where, you know, like, you have to relearn all your spells from level 1, and then, you know, it's like, fights are a little different again, because you don't necessarily instantly have your AoE. Maybe they do some little shifts up where you don't get Tempest instantly. I'm not saying it's the most important thing. I'm just, you know, it's an idea. Because I think that, otherwise, like, where are we landing? Because, I don't know, I just feel like infinite stat increase. That's like, what? In 2 worlds, I said 300% damage. What? We have 100% pierce, or the inverse of that, right? Or not the inverse. The opposite is our stats don't increase at all. But I think the issue with their stats not increasing at all is, guys, no one likes it when your gear doesn't increase. Like, I think gear is a really big reason people do new content. I know, like, I'm semi-motivated by gear. I'm not motivated by a raid that's too much. Like, the barrier of entry can't be that high. But the concept of new gear, very exciting to me. So it's like, questing when you're not getting levels, and questing when there's no better gear, really, really grates on someone. It really does. So it's like, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I mean, hey, and here's the thing, guys. I'm not a game dev, okay? So I have no idea. Those are just my random ideas and concepts. Concepts of a plan, dare I say. What? Are you wearing jade?
Wait.
Oh, they're just wearing the jade hat. That's kind of funny. But okay, support. You know, hey, more power to this guy. Okay, he said, I'm balanced and I'm supportive. Do I really think I needed to team up with 1 billion people? Maybe. I think this fight might have been tricky. Honestly, looking at this fight seems kind of horrible. I really thought you could see people's schools. Oh, did they just get rid of that in general? Maybe you were never able to see people's schools. Maybe I just assumed because I could like see people's, like, if this is not a storm wizard, I don't know what a storm wizard is. If this is not a life wizard, I don't know what a life wizard is. I don't know. It's either, they're either life or death. I'm gonna go with life because I just cast. And that would be a full mistake, guys. And I would have been tricked by the, what is it, Bat? Is this Batman? I don't remember if this guy's Batman or what he is. So I think it's funny. This world like has 1 billion references. It's just, I think it's interesting that they... Wizard 101 is a game that essentially a bunch of adults play. I don't know what their player base is, kids. Well, I also want to acknowledge that, like, technically if someone was 11, well, okay, well, they couldn't, if they're 11 when this game came out, they're an adult now. But like, if you started playing this game when you're 11 and if the majority of the player base are players who've been playing the game for more than 5 years, then you'd only be 16, so you're still a kid. But in general, it's like, they threw in references that were literally from like 2 billion years ago. And guys, that's showing my age, aka I'm really not that old. I say 2 billion years ago. It's not actually 2 billion years ago. But in my head, I'm like, okay, if it's 2 billion years ago, I feel like people don't really get it. And I feel like, you know, obviously Fortnite, guys, they throw in, you know, they throw in references a little rude. They throw in references a little more, not timely, but like, yeah, timely, I guess. Yeah, like more relevant to current pop culture, which makes sense, right? It gets people excited. Obviously, you know, doing collabs costs money to begin with. But I feel like Wizard 101 could do some references that maybe wouldn't cost them. WoW called me... Wow. WoW called me old. Don't you? Nah, Fishburger, I'm sure you're... Hey, Fishburger, I don't know, you're young in my eyes, or you're old. I don't really know. It depends on people's perspective. Here's the guys, I think there's nothing, you know, there's nothing wrong with becoming older. I'll be 31. Okay, and you're not old. Fishburger, you're younger than my sister's. You're younger than my sister's fiance. Okay, well then, you know, you're a part of my fam. There you go. He is not a boomer. Obviously, as a meme, I would forever call Fishburger a boomer, but not even remotely close. Do I want to win or do I want to pass? You know what I want to do, guys? I want to win with the Batman. Is it the Batman? The Bantman. We think the Batman, right? The Batman is whatchamacallit. That's Batman, right? I'm not confused. So I'm pretty sure boomers are actually boomers age. I'm pretty sure boomers are way older than that. Boomers were born, oh, actually no, 1964. The youngest, no, by this dating, the youngest boomers are 60 and the oldest are 79. So guys, they are 60. Boomers are 60, okay? I know, here's the thing. Obviously, guys, don't get me wrong. Do I love calling my mother a boomer? Yes, I do. And do I think my mother is almost I think my mother is just barely not a boomer, which she loves to remind me, and I love to not care about. God, me and my mom really have beef, but I feel like we have good beef. Guys, I really am trying to shift my... Guys, here's the thing. Obviously, everyone's relationships with their parents are different. My relationship with my mom is that I want to be friends with her. As an adult, I want to be friends with my mom because at this point in my life, I don't necessarily need a mother. While I do appreciate having a mother and it is beneficial to me, I'm just, so much of my life is independent so what's your plan? That I'm really more looking, I just kind of want, you know, I want to have a friend because that's fun, that's a vibe. And so that's my goal. And she's not a boomer, but gotta call her a boomer. Why? Because, but here's the thing, guys, sometimes I have my moments too. I will admit, guys, for so long, I said I would never let technology catch up to me. Okay, I would say I would always know what's going up. Guys, new iPhone updates, they take me out. Okay, though they take me out, I'm not sure what's going on sometimes, and that's painful to admit. I really don't love admitting it, but it really does. I'm like, huh? And then someone will be like, you do this, and I'm like, And like, I think I was looking up the instructions of how to make a sticker, but with like a live photo, and I couldn't follow the instructions, and I said, who is making this garbage? And guys, in that moment, I said, oh, you're getting old. Yeah. Anyway, here's the thing, guys. Not Tavia. Overall, like the fit, I'm obsessed with the cape. Guys, I know that that one lady said no capes, and I agree, technically, sure, no capes. but like also capes, because capes are amazing and awesome. I also think like a translucent cape that you can't actually grab, but it's just like an energy. Guys, they need to make a superhero who has an energy cape, okay? It's like they have a cape, and then some person goes to grab it to like bamboozle them, but then they can't grab it because it's just like an energy cape. That would be amazing. Do I really know how that would work physically? No, but guys, here's the thing. I'm not stressed about how it would work physically, okay? I don't understand physics to begin with. Okay. Wow. Oh, because I'm 150, guys. I can make a guild. No. Oh, you thought? No. I can make it. No. No. Guys, I'm not making... Well, actually, that's not true. Guys, at one point in my life, I did want to make a guild, and some small part of me wants to make a guild. Do I actually... But the thing is, I don't want to make a guild because I have no purpose of being in a guild. The only reason I've ever wanted to make a guild is because then everyone could leave my guild, but then all my wizards could be in the same guild. You know what I mean? Do I also think it's horrible that Wizard 101 said only wizards with 12 or more players can have a guild? Yes. Do I think it's because they have a limited number of names, and like at some... Like, guys, I met someone who's in guild. It was like Dragon Lords 34. And the 34 was because there was 33 guilds already called Dragon Lords. And so it makes sense that, like, maybe you limit the guilds, and that way everyone can't, you know, the names don't go up to, like, Dragon Lords 231. But also, I feel like it's a little ridiculous that guilds, you have to have 12 players. Like, why? Like, I think it's whenever games require to have lots of players to, like, do a mechanic, it is, while it does, I think, promote community, it's also asking for, like... I think 12 people is just a lot. Guys, I don't know 12 people in LA. Okay, I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know maybe like a solid 5 people in LA. So like, I could not get 12 people together to form a guild, guys. And so I just think it's a little, you know, a little redonkulous in my opinion that they're like, you need 12 people for a guild. But also, guys, you know, I'm not a design lead of Wizard 1. Maybe there's some genius math behind this. If you don't join my battle right now, Kevin, Finn, I'm actually going to throw a fit. Okay? Thank you, Finn. Also, guys, I'm not going to lie. I think it's very adorable that Finn... Oh, guys, I really look tiny right now. Not that I'm not tiny, guys. Don't get it twisted, okay? Twichty, unfortunately, I am not. You know, I am not a big person. Finn... I do damage. Okay, not to be mean here, but we're level 150. I'm a storm wizard. Okay, there's no, oh, I can AoE too. No. Okay, there's me, and there's deletion. Okay, bing, bop, boom, bam, slap that delete button. They're deleted. Problem solved. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope that really brought you joy. If that didn't, please leave a rating. I would love a rating between 0 and 10, how much you enjoyed that. It would help me improve myself in the future. Oh, guys, I know I keep talking about the Fortnite video. It really is coming out. It's already, I guess it's kind of a week late. It's not a week late because I didn't actually have a deadline. I need to rewatch it. I exported it, so it's like officially done, but I need to rewatch it for errors and things that I missed. And then also, technically, I'm still working on my YouTube outro song, and by that I mean I had one more revision and hopefully it's done. I would acknowledge that if the revision isn't done, maybe I'm just gonna move on with my life, but not really. Guys, something crazy I thought about. I know someone who plays the trumpet quite well. I know, not like, well, I guess yes, I know some musicians. And so the truth is that basically there's a part of the song that I really like, but I want it to be changed. And you know what? If the person who's making it can't change it, I'm just gonna call up the trumpet guy and be like, hey King, can you just record this and then send this to me, and then I'll just overlay this onto the track, because what else am I gonna do? So that's my backup plan. And you know, fingers crossed that works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's fine too. But we'll see. I checked this afternoon and it wasn't done, but I also think the person works PST hours, so maybe it'd be done now, and I'll check after stream and we'll see. Okay, defeat white. White. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna lie guys, my brain was struggling a little bit because it's like white, right? It's a joke on right. What is right? Right is a spirit, a negative spirit that's like ooga booga and evil. These are just the rhinos from whatchamacallit, from not guys, I was about to say from Aztec, from Zufaria. That's why I was gonna call it Zootopia. I was like, why in the world was I gonna call Zufaria Zootopia? And I was like, that makes sense because it just is Zootopia. no more FaceTime. You can probably pay attention to the stream now. Hey, I want you to literally no worries. Guys, at the end of the day, I deeply appreciate you guys engaging with me. Why? Because it makes stream easier on me. But guys, at the end of the day, if you just want to have my stream open on a browser muted, I don't mind, guys. Crazy take here. I really don't mind. But I also, you know, I love to engage with people. And I hope you had a wonderful FaceTime. Guys, I do love a FaceTime. I'm sorry to talk about my mom so much. I did FaceTime her 3 times today. Guys, I'm a needy child. Okay, I am. I guess a needy friend, because I did say I didn't want to be the child. I don't know, guys. Maybe I take that back. Maybe I don't want to be friends. Maybe I don't even know what I want. Moral story, I did FaceTime 3 times. 2 times, didn't pick up. 3rd time, well, actually, that's not true. I think 2 times. And then she called me. I didn't know it. That's base. You know, here's the thing. There's nothing special about a FaceTime in the sense that it's a video call. You can video call on Discord. You can video call. I don't know what. Guys, this might sound actually like the craziest. I don't know what an Android does. I don't know what you do on an Android. Like, do you just, like, I don't know if Android has its own thing, or, like, at that point you just use, like, Messenger or some other app to, like, video call. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna wait for Finn. Because, guys, I feel a little... I don't want to skip Finn, but I also think that me going into this battle is not going to be helpful. Because I think Finn's going to have no issue one-shotting them. But, like, there's something about a FaceTime call that's just, like, elite. You know what I also think it is? I think that because, you know, obviously, guys, people interact with... Okay, people interact with people less in person. Guys, me as a human being barely interact with anyone in person. Why? Because, guys, I'm gaming all the time, which I'm happy to do. I have no problem with that. But I think that's what makes a FaceTime call feel nice. Or, like, I will say, me and my friends, when we're on Discord, we are a cams on Discord. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you would... If you're a part of Discord, if you're not part of a Discord, you can always join my Discord. But I am a very much cams on Discord. Well, like, when I was playing with my friends. Because it's, like... I think it feels nice to, like... It's just nice to talk with a camera. And I know some Discords just aren't. But it's like, I will say, originally, my Discord was not. Like, it really was not. Which I also, guys, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of, it's not like, I feel like it's such a universal experience now for gamers to have, like, them and their friends have the Discord. And I just love that. I really do. It's like, it really does feel like a teeny little, like, obviously there's, like, a streaming Discord. That's a community within of itself. How much does my Discord get used? Hit or miss. Like, I kind of forgot to post that I'm streaming, which, you know, already missing. But, like, I feel like everyone has, like, their friend Discord, and I feel like that's just so nice. I also think it's funny that Discord started getting used for school, so then, like, everyone, not, like, no one knew about Discord, but, like, it really was, I feel like it was a gamer thing first, and then now, like, every single STEM subject ever has had a Discord, and so I just think that's funny. Okay, so yesterday was actually, is today Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. I don't know why I thought today was Thursday. Oh, that's actually, you know what, guys, and this is a great time to have a boss. This is a great time to have someone with me, because I don't remember what this boss does, but it does something horrible. It's Wednesday. Guys, that's how you spell Wednesday, if anyone's wondering. I'm a little ooga booga. Okay, guys, I can't spell to begin with, and so sometimes I make little mistakes. I have a feeling guys, I think this fight is hard, and that's why I'm not going to faint. Because in my head, yeah, because you have to do that feint. Guys, what can I say? Honestly, the closer we get to Selenopolis, the more I remember mechanics. Why? Because I did that the most recently. Because my last run, basically, guys, at one point I did my Myth Wizard, I quested with a Balance Wizard, and me and my friend, we went through the whole game, and we would start and stop, start and stop. We stopped halfway through Chrysalis. We then... I'm like 89% sure. We started halfway through Chrysalis, and we finished the rest of the game. We went Chrysalis, Imperia, Carmel, Lemuria, Novus, Selenopolis? Wait a minute. I'm 150. Carmel's 140. This is 150. Novus is 160. Walaru is 170. Yes. Okay, guys. Ignore me. I just have to, you know, guys, I have to count my months, dare I say. But yeah, we went through the rest of the world, which is why this time, this is like the most refreshing. Versus like, that's crazy that you type good girl. Are you gonna faint? Faint. I can break them out. Do you wanna faint? I don't know. I assume Finn's gonna faint. Guys, objectively, I would love for Finn. Oh, maybe I only have them? Okay, fine. I will faint. I think I need a feint. Either way. Yeah. God, what was my point? See, guys, sometimes, you know, you get lost in the sauce, and then you do a little faint song, and next thing you... Okay. Guys, guys, I think wand hits... You know, because I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but like, well, you probably did. But your wand hits, as they get stronger, they get cooler animations, right? The wand hit of 20 damage versus, I think it does 20 damage at one point, versus like 180. Like, there's a big visual difference in terms of the animation, and that's very cool. And honestly, guys, that was one of my favorite things in Wizard 101, was getting a new wand hit to see how it looked. Because I always thought that was so cool. And I think it's kind of sad that wand hits kind of like, not like disappeared, but they're just not as prevalent as they were. And it's like, here's the thing, guys. It's completely understandable, okay? It makes sense to me, but it just also makes me a little sad because I really wish... I wish they were still prevalent. I wish they got used because I think they're such a cool spell animation. Just how, like progressive spells, I think, are a very cool idea. Maybe, ooh, they could add a new progressive spell. That would be interesting. They could do a lot of things. I don't know. I also really like this spell. I think this spell's funny. Guys, I watch Critical Role. I watch Critical Role not religiously, but I did at one point. A lot of the time I've watched Critical Role. If you don't, Critical Role is the Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, you've been living under a rock. Critical Role, they play Dungeons & Dragons. They're nerdy voice actors who play Dungeons & Dragons. Love them to death. They're very fun. Highly recommend. If 4 hours is too long of an episode for you to watch, guys, they have an abridged version of their second campaign coming out, okay? Highly recommend it. Each episode is only an hour. They cut out all the fluff. It's great. Either way, guys, I was on the Reddit. Guys, believe it or not, I kind of live half my life on Reddit, okay? I'm a Redditor through and through. Do I comment? No. No, I do not comment. Okay, guys, I'm not a commenter. I'm a lurker. I'm a lurker. Whether it's watching other streamers or doing literally anything, guys, I'm a lurker, okay? And I love to be a lurker. Except when I'm streaming, I'm not a lurker, I'm a yapper. And you know what, guys? That's just how life works, and you can't feint the boss, and this guy doesn't know it. And I'm just gonna let him because I don't remember what happens, and I don't even have enough pips. Excuse me. To all of these points, guys, Reddit, I think, you know, Reddit, there's a lot of things about Reddit. Reddit's positive, Reddit's negative, blah, 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 yada, yada. The Critical Role subreddit is so negative, it's insane. And I want to acknowledge that here's the thing, guys. If you didn't know, which you probably don't, Campaign 3, which is the current campaign Critical Role is on, there's been some controversy about how the story's been playing out. Basically, what is Dungeons & Dragons? If you don't know what Dungeons & Dragons is, it's role-playing. You have characters, and you tell a story, and you play characters in the story, right? And the story's usually made up, and so there's someone driving a narrative, and, you know, just as sometimes people have opinions about, you know, about a book and whether a plot makes sense or not, or blah, blah, blah. In the same sense, that can happen to Dungeons & Dragons, where people are questioning if things are happening. To this point, people have had some gripes with the current campaign, which, you know, more power to them. I think I've also had gripes. The negativity was insane. Guys, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was like shocked, and I also want to acknowledge, guys, that being negative is a fulfilling thing. People really enjoy being negative, and sometimes I enjoy being a hater. I think being a hater in itself can be fun. So I don't think there's like, I would say that it makes sense, but it was just insane. I literally read an entire thread, and when I say entire thread, I mean I read an entire thread. Like I read a comment, I read the replies, I click. You don't know, you click the little left button and it closes that comment. And the little left button, there's like a bar line, and you click that and it closes all the comments, and then you can, and then it allows, like, I literally read the entire thread. Guys, there was one positive post in that entire thread. And when I say that, I mean, like, I don't know, like 200-300 comments. It was insane. I was just shocked. I was flabbergasted, I'm not gonna lie. Because it was just like so, and no, I don't know. Guys, here's my recommendation, okay? This is how I go life, and I really think this is quite helpful. And obviously, I get it. If you're an intellectual, okay? If you're a perceiver, I don't know, if you're a super writer, makes sense. Guys, when you're watching TV shows, when you're reading books, I mean, someone wrote about this. Someone wrote about the suspension of belief, and they did a whole philosophical thing. So ignore that. Guys, just don't look too hard into things. It's not worth it, okay? I guarantee this right now. Okay, sometimes you just go with, which is, I guess, suspension of disbelief. But, like, guys, just go with the vibes. Go with what's going on. That's what I do, guys, okay? It's not worth it. Because people really are aggressive. And I'm just like, damn, guys. You know how enjoyable the show is if you just, you throw a little hand wave here and there? It's wonderful. I will also say that, guys, like, I personally... Dungeons & Dragons is a game that's usually very heavy on lore. Guys, I'm not that pressed about lore, okay? Okay, so here's my thing about Finn. Love Finn to death. Finn seems like someone who would, you know, put their hand on a burning stove about 16 times and go, why does it hurt? And then put their hand again. Because I think that's like the umpteenth feint that Finn has done. But you know what? I also respect it. Maybe he was doing a hypothesis. Maybe he said, hey, maybe the feint doesn't disappear in the beginning. I don't really know, but also like, thank you. Boom, 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 bing, bam, bam. Explode. And just like that, guys, we've solved the problem, okay? Ooh, did we? I don't actually know if we did. But I think we did. Oh, yes, we did. And guys, at the top of the hour, every hour, around 3-minute ad break. Even though I experience the ad break, use the Twitch Prime regular subscription to enjoy an ad-free stream, get access to emotes, and support me. Watching me still supports me, and I deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And there
oh my god, guys, we won against
Quickly,
the poltergeist.
We must pursue that creature before it escapes.
Oh, except, no, we didn't. And we have to fight it again? I think it's something like that, where we have to fight it again. Pursue them. I'm sorry, guys. The Malugeist. Oh my god, hey Finn, hey bestie. Yeah. I know, things are so great, the world is so wonderful. Return to the village in Night Forest. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god, look at Finn, he's running. Hey, here's the thing, I know that's a 50% movement speed mouse. I don't like that he's fast. I don't like that he's staying ahead of me, guys, okay? Oh, he just did a flip, okay. I'm not gonna lie, that flip was actually kind of really cool, and I am actually kind of really jealous of that mount right now. Thank you for questing with me. I got to go. Good luck. Guys, I'm sorry I said that in such a depressing voice. Anyways, guys, you know what?